What's going on, guys? Hold the Door DFS here with a different background today. And actually, we are going to get a little bit out of the light. So we got some flowers in the background. We're upstairs recording with some of my wife's decor in the background. But we have another PAL slate, the Pacific World Asia Summer League that we have been profitable on the first two nights. The pricing is really nice. We're finding some edge in just people clicking to fill in their salaries. So hopefully you are able to continue to cash and profit using our content here on the video. And if you jump into our Discord, I will have core plays posted for you as well. Let's get into the slate. We have a couple new teams, which is always fun. So I will screen share and we will start with our odds per usual. And always thanks and a shout out to gg.bet who is allowing us to get these type of odds that we don't necessarily see on Bovada. So we are starting out with IG as a -500 favorite against Mazzali, a team we saw 2 nights ago against Bren. And then we have D13 -164 against Divine Vendetta. So D13 played last night, lost to Beyond 2-1. They do have a couple nice players statistically anyway that we'll be looking to target. So let's get over to our builds. First of all, so IG here is going to be your main target for a 3-man stack being that big of a favorite, similar to Tai Lu last night, even though they swept, but it wasn't really that convincing of scores for them. I think you still definitely go back to that favored side for a 3-man stack here. So let's get into their team a little bit. So we see Flying at a 0.81 kill per round. Viva 0.69. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. 0.7. OI a 0.64 and Destroyer a 0.7. So I do want to look a little bit closer into their team share of kills. So we will, per usual, go the same route that we normally would. We're going to go to stats and click all stats. We are going to replace with their context of lineup. And we do see that this group hasn't really played that together that long, so we're going to get, I think, a minimum of 53 map sample size here, which is bigger than actually we've been getting on some of our other groups. So, and since they have played together, Flying is by far performed the best, with Viva being clearly the second best. And then it looks like Destroyer and GE is what I'm going to say is coming in as that last person. So OI being one that you would probably avoid unless you absolutely need that punt. So I would definitely start your builds with Viva and Flying. And when you're deciding between like these two, obviously there's a massive price difference. So I think it's going to kind of depend on what other build players you're using in other the other teams. That will probably make that decision pretty easy for you. And Viva, if I remember right, I mean, that plus 56 is still a pretty small sample size. But if we went back to our first page where we were looking just in their last 3 months of data, that Viva, I think, if I remember right here, yeah, a 0.69 kills per round with a 0.65 deaths per round. Pretty solid. And Destroy and GE are pretty close here. This GE guy does have a lot more damage per round, which kind of sometimes just tell you that he's a little bit more active. And but I think you're really going to be making that decision more based on price than you are on their talent. So let's go to our second game. If we remember back here, that D13, a team that we saw last night, is the favorite here. And not that you can't play players from the other side, but like in that first matchup, I really wouldn't consider going to the underdog in that big of a odds discrepancy as such a big underdog. So D13, we will look at them here. We look, the players that were heavily owned last night was Score, 8,600. I think he will be definitely a staple in my lineup. And Annihilation, even in a 2-1 loss, just went off last night. And it might even already have his game log on here. Yeah, he had 89 points in a 2-1 loss, 72 kills and 47 deaths. He will be uber popular with just everybody. So, I mean, again, you're probably eating salary depending on how you're finishing your builds here with a 3-3 stack if you go that route. But let's just Divine Vendetta. Do we have anybody that's really sticking out here? No, not really at all. Nothing that I'm really wanting to go to. Havoc is their most expensive player. So, I mean, I'll just take a look at their kill share here quick, just to see if it is really clearly obvious that he is their best player. Well, they've only played together for 11 maps together, so that kind of gives you an idea that we won't have really a lot of sample sizes. So he is plus 11. It looks like Tyke and ERAM are clearly the worst, even though ERAM was second highest. We have somebody named Pokemon who is got the second best rating over that time. So if you are considering Havoc or Pokemon, I guess, for DV. But I think just after watching this video, you should feel pretty comfortable building with IG and D13. So hopefully this video helps you build. Hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 400. Gator's got an awesome soccer video out for his Manchester City Liverpool slate, as he's a massive Liverpool fan. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give us a like, throw us a comment, continue to cash in these niche slates, which are my absolute favorite, and most of you already know that. So good luck, and thanks for listening as usual.